A doorbell camera capturing the moment this Mebane woman says she handed over her savings of $17,500 in cash to a complete stranger.
Guys, listen to me. If you have an elderly parent, aunts, uncles, father, whatever like that, make sure you guys are checking on them just to see how things are going with them on a financial level, making sure that they're not getting any type of weird mail or weird emails or anything like that, because you don't want this to happen to them. This is horrible. Good day, my American brothers and sisters. Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you follow me up here, down here. Click this. Merci beaucoup. Make sure that when you do subscribe to the channel that you click the bell notification, and it will bring down a drop box for you to select all notifications. Last but not least, don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel, Man, Husband, Father, in which we're at 6,600 subs. We got 4 more hundred to go, and I think we're going to get there, guys. So I appreciate you guys putting the word out there about that channel. Let me know if there's anything weird on there. There should be 5 videos on there right now. If there's only 3, guys, please let me know, because I'm seeing it on my side, but you guys are telling me you're not seeing it, which YouTube is working on it. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I absolutely hate hearing stories like what you guys are about to hear. And like I said in the beginning, guys, I don't care what type of relationship you may have with your parent at this time. Just do like a check-in on them just to see how they're doing, whatever like that. Make sure that they're not getting no strange mail of someone saying, hey, you know, you forgot to do this, or you needed to, oh, your policy changed to your insurance or things like that. Make sure you are watching over your parents, because they can be easily deceived by this stuff, guys. Scammers are constantly doing new things, right? So without further ado, I want you guys to check out this video right here, because this type of stuff will piss you off. Check it out.
A doorbell camera capturing the moment this Mebane woman says she handed over her savings of $17,500 in cash to a complete stranger.
Every morning I wake up and I'm like, I just want this nightmare to go away.
This woman, who asked us not to name her or show her face for fear of being a target again, but says she wants to share her heartache with hopes of preventing this scam from happening to someone else. It started when she was on her computer trying to log on to her bank account.
I put in my password and username and got to the website, but it wouldn't let me open my accounts.
She grabbed her cell phone and says she went to the number saved in her cell phone for her bank.
She said, oh, your account's been frozen. And I said, why? And she said, well, there was a suspicious charge from PayPal from the day before. And I said, well, I didn't make that.
She says she was transferred to what she thought was a PayPal fraud department, but the call quality was so bad that she ended the call and called a Florida number back. It's not clear how she got that Florida number. On the line with them, she says she was told the charge was for $82, and they said they could refund her, but she had to follow their instructions, which included downloading several things on her computer.
I typed $82, and I immediately looked up to the screen, and it says $18,000. And then it goes, accept, 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 just like that. And I said to this man, I said, that's wrong. I said, that's not what I typed in. I said, that's a mistake.
At first glance, she says it looked like an extra $18,000 was deposited into her account. In reality, which she didn't know at the time, the scammer just transferred the money from her savings to checking.
What you have to do to fix it is you have to get cash, go to your bank and get cash.
Hesitant to follow his instructions, but she says this letter with a Bank of America logo came out of her printer, stating there's a serious matter concerning your account, an unresolved tax issue related to a personal transaction from PayPal. As a result, online account transfers are temporarily blocked by the IRS. The letter goes on to state, we have not notified your local branch. It's crucial you refrain from discussing this transaction with them. Doing so may lead to freezing or seizing all funds in your account. You can see the call with the person lasted over 4 hours.
He kept saying, don't hang up on me, don't hang up.
She did stay on the line for over 4 hours. She drove to her bank and withdrew $17,500. As she says, a man told her she could keep $500 for her troubles.
The bank manager came over and he said, before we proceed, he said, are you being harassed? And I'm like, no, I'm not being pressured. Because I didn't think I was. I didn't know I was being scammed.
She says she even signed a document saying she was taking this money out on her own free will. After getting the money, she continued to follow the caller's instructions, drove home. This letter, she says, printed from her printer, thanking her for returning the funds to PayPal, and a Mr. Jack has been assigned to collect the cash, not long after her doorbell camera catches this man coming to her door to pick up the cash. She handed over the cash, thinking the ordeal is over, and called her daughters to tell them about her long day.
Before I could hardly get this story out of my mouth, I was like, Mom, you've been scammed.
At first, she thought she was the only victim until she saw this man's mugshot, Lingwei Zhang. She says it's the same guy that came to her door, and she handed over her $17,500. Zhang is charged with obtaining property under false pretenses in her case, and he, along with another suspect, are also facing charges in Person, Durham, and Granville counties of obtaining property under false pretenses, assessing computers, and felony conspiracy. According to the Person County Sheriff, whose department was the first to make the arrest, the two suspects are living in this country without legal permission. The sheriff says they're currently working with the North Carolina SBI and the Department of Homeland Security to identify more victims and suspects. And while the total amount of money scammed is unknown at this time, he says it's close to $400,000.
It never occurred to me that there was going to be an evil person come into my life.
The financial loss is devastating as a large chunk of the money gone is money she says is from an insurance policy to pay her medical bills when she fought cancer last year.
What I want people to know is just because you're tired that day, don't let your defenses down.
So heartbreaking that she fell for this scam. Now, the suspects are still behind bars at the Person County Detention Center, and investigators say the Department of Homeland Security has detainers in place. When it comes to the victim's bank, Bank of America, a representative told me they're investigating the case and can't comment until their investigation is complete. I'm troubleshooter Diane Wilson, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.
See what I'm saying? I know, guys, y'all can say a lot of things, but trust me, as being a director, you run into all sorts of people all across Illinois and in Missouri, right? Those are my main areas, right? So check this out. You find that people can fall victim to a lot of different scams out there. They look so legit. They look professional. They have stamps. They even have numbers at the bottom. They know that you're not going to most likely read all the little small lettering, things like that, copyright looking things. It looks legit. And people fall for it. But I can tell you something right now. If any of you are listening to me right now, I know I got an older population to listen to my channel as well. My baby boomers love y'all to death. In no way, in any circumstance, is anyone at any company going to come to your door and try to collect cash at all. I don't care if they come with a receipt book. Don't even give money out to those people to go around. I'm trying to do some traveling for my school, whatever like that. And if I can just get anybody, don't do any of that. Always, I hate to say it this way, do things in a way to where you will be able to leave a paper trail. Use your card. I know, folks, I'm a person that's big on cash. I keep cash, right? But I spend that cash on things that's not going to require me to have to put something up and to possibly be scammed. I'll pay for gas with cash. I pay for a lot of things with cash. But one thing I'm not going to pay cash in is paying like certain bills, buying certain online things. I'm not, guys, and y'all like, here's a way. No, absolutely not. Do not do any. And you have to be careful with things online as well. So here's the deal. Y'all might think that this may not be that big of an issue, but trust me, the fact that it's like $1 billion industry, there are people being scammed. This woman put her life $17,500 up. And she just said she went through some things where she was experiencing cancer. Look what these people done. I'm telling you right now, those guys doing what they did right there. For every $1,000 that they stole from somebody, I would say that's worth a full year. Ty, they stole $400,000. 400 years. You know how many, look, John, I know nobody most likely didn't get murdered or killed or anything that we know of, but what if somebody took their life because they got scammed and knowing that they're not going to get that money back, so they took their own lives? They get embarrassed because they feel foolish for doing something like that. They think about, what my family going to think about me? And then who knows if they were into it with somebody where they actually argue something like that with their family member. Family member say, don't give your money out to this, don't give your money to that. And then you mess around and do it and you lose. So you know what I'm saying? All these different things come to play whenever they do something like this and get scammed like this. A lot of things torture these people's mind. And some people may possibly take themselves out, and you don't want that story. So all I'm saying is that check up on your folks. Make sure they're good. Make sure they're not getting no strange mail. Make sure they're not getting any strange emails. In fact, if they weren't so private, I know that I have some patients right now whose children are POAs over them, and they have links to their family emails so they can make sure that they're not getting no spam. Mom, this is this is that. We're not going to do, y'all, just make sure you do it because this is horrible. And again, if you think it's not happening, it will never happen to you. You will never know because it's $1 billion industry. So somebody is doing some crazy, crazy homework. I get spam stuff all day long. If I'm not familiar with it, don't know, I know everything that I pay for. I know everything where I buy things from. And if anything comes across me, I get dumb stuff. They even try to get me from YouTube. This is the YouTube private sector. We want to know if this is your URL. We need to put your this and your password in and get this and that done. Absolutely not. You lost your mind. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think about this. And have you experienced anything like this? Anybody you know experienced anything like this? Have you had anybody in your family that went through something similar to this? Let me see it in the comments below after this video. Let me hear your story, all right? Don't forget to do what you see in this animation right here. It will greatly help my channel. If you would like to see the next video that I'm going to be doing in chronological order, it's going to be that one up there. Things I did as of yesterday you may have missed right here. I am Ty Smith, the model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.